back from the shock of Josh Mansell?
Oh, that's a difficult one, Danny. We're obviously, distraught, I think, shattered by that injury. We don't like to see those sort of things. So, Josh has handled it really well. He's still his jovial self around the camp, and the boys, they love him. So, we've got to get on and play some football shortly, but we'll see how we go today with the captain's run.
Would you like to see him stay around the team for a bit?
Well, medically, he needs to stay over here anyway, in regards to the swelling, and he can't walk on it yet, and it's still early stages, so, so we're still managing that process at the moment, so, we'll see what the club feels back home, when the swelling does start to subside, and he can, put some weight on his knee about getting home to get that operation done. So at this moment, we've got great medical staff who are, taking great care, and Josh is very comfortable over here, and we'd like to see him stay for a bit longer, obviously because of the injury, but also try to maybe get his wife over as well, and spend some time together before he has to go back into operation.
What's the latest on his injury? What has happened over the last 48 hours?
Like I said, everyone's on board now. I think medically he can't travel, so like I said, we've got to make sure we treat that situation with a lot of care, look after his welfare, and and make those decisions as we go along. So there's still a lot of swelling, still a lot of soreness, still a lot of pain. So at this stage, he's staying here until all that goes away.
And he'll still be travelling with the team during that time here?
He will be, yeah. So he'll still be with the team. Obviously, we've got great support around him, not only with the medical staff, but the players as well.
And have the players had to come around Josh Dugan as well after all happened?
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, So, and Josh is remorseful. What happened? It was pure accident. There's nothing other than that. So, I mean, we're still a little bit down on it all, but we've got to get our minds around playing footy now.
Mal, can you tell us a team, like who's playing 5'8"?
We still haven't. Well, I'd like to think we probably start Michael Morgan just to get him into the game. He hasn't had much game time off the bench, so probably start Michael. But Jimmy, being the 5'8" he is, and he had a terrific game last week. We'll get him into the game as soon as we can, and push Michael back to where we think his value is to the team.
Does Cooper Cronk's omission, does that say anything about what you think about the Kiwis team?
No, I knew you'd ask me that. It's not about being disrespectful, it's about more being respectful around the team. We've got 24 great players who deserve opportunity to play. So it's more about that and resting Cooper. He's had a big year, played every game. He's played the grand final the last 2 games, so it's more about rest and getting him right, hopefully for the back end of this tour.
Well, you can imagine the Kiwis will be saying, you're not respecting them by not playing your full strength team.
Yeah, no, I realise that, but like I said, it's more about respecting the players that I've got internally here and giving them opportunity. They're all great players, so we want to respect that more so than what we do externally.
What do you think of the Kiwi performance against England?
Their culture's that strong. I mean, they love playing in that black jersey, and they keep coming up with terrific efforts, and special efforts, through the game. They didn't start well, but they keep on hanging in there. They scramble defence, which means they've got fantastic attitude, and keeps coming to the fore, and they got away with the points. Sean Johnson was a bit more dangerous in this game. Isaac Luke ran a bit more, so they're playing better, and as each week gets on, their combinations are going to improve, and they'll get better as a team as well. So they're very dangerous and a big challenge for us on the weekend.
Their forwards looked a lot more dangerous in that game than they did in Perth 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, like I said, a bit more match fitness too. So a lot of both sides really in Perth. A lot of the players haven't played for a number of weeks. So, whilst the Kiwis they'll be better this week for the run last week. So a lot of the players that played last week again playing this week. So their combinations, their match fitness, all those sort of things will improve.
Matty Moylan, you named him in the squad. Has he done enough to kind of get a bench spot, or is that still up?
Yeah, maybe not this weekend. We'll see how it goes, but certainly I like to see him at 14 to see how he goes. That's probably his position in the team as it currently is. We'll get through this game first, and we'll make some judgments on who we pick for the English side. But I'd like to have some of our strongest combination next week as well.
What areas in particular are you expecting the Kiwis to have improved on since Perth?
I think they go forward. I think we controlled their go forward pretty well. Their back five, I thought we controlled really well defensively. We put a lot of pressure on their kicking game. The kicking game was a lot better last week, against the English, and just overall, really. I mean, like I said, Tamalolo played more minutes. He'll be better for the run. DePauw's been a bit of a danger off the bench. So they're all gradually getting better with more minutes under their belt. So that's what I see. So for us, it's we didn't get away with the game until about 14, 15 minutes before the end of the game in Perth. So they were hanging in there. It was still 14-6 with about 14 minutes to go. So they keep on. So they'll hang in there for the 80 minutes this weekend.
With the kicking game, do you feel like Johnson probably turned a corner last week in terms of his confidence levels with that?
Yeah, absolutely, and that was a result of their go forward too. As a result of their forwards getting over the ad line and giving him a bit of time and space to make some decisions. But even so, when the English put him under pressure, sort of a short kicking game and in goal, he handled it really well.
Is there any commitment to Cooper to play him next week at all?
He'll play next week.
Cool.
There's no doubt about that.
All right.